What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? It's Post-its, Post-it notes. Hey home bakers, how are you? I hope you are well. I think we're going to skip the theme tune today in honour of the theme tune I just made up because let's face it, it's better. Now we've covered what's in the box, let's move on. News for you today. We're going to jump straight in because there's a lot to talk about, starting with this. Yes, the Bake with Jack book is here, and truth be told, it's been here for a while, but I haven't been able to tell you about it. Because of the virus, everything is happening early to make sure there's no hold-ups in terms of publication date, and you get the book on the 5th of May. But here it is in all its glory. Isn't it great? Let me get that on the camera without shining a light on it. Here it is. It's called Bread Every Day. It's in my hands, where it has been for a while. I've been carrying it around in my satchel, just showing people on the street, because I wasn't allowed to show anybody else. To be like, mate, boy, have a look at this. It's a book that I wrote about bread. A lot of people have worked really hard on this, including me, obviously. Inside this book is over 30 breads with the kind of information we talk about on this channel. The little tips and things that people don't normally write into bread recipes that are complete game changers. I've tried to cram this book with as many as possible, so much so that we had to make the book bigger. It was meant to be, I think it was 224 pages long, but we had to make it bigger. We had to up it to 288, I believe, which is massive. So it's quite a hefty book. I'm not allowed to show you what's inside, but I can show you the edge. It's got over 30 breads in it for you to make at home with step-by-step shots of me actually making them. And over 50 recipes of things that aren't bread, because that's a big part of what I've been doing in class for so long, is things that aren't bread, is bringing our bread together with a few nice, easy things to make into a meal on the table for everyone to really celebrate the bread that you've made. There's things to go with bread, there's things to accompany it, there's things to go on your bread, there's things to make with your bread, there's things to use up your bread as it begins to its aging process. There's so many recipes in here to make sure that you use up every single crumb. And it says here on the front, all the best breads and simple step-by-step recipes to use up every single crumb. And that's exactly what it is. I can probably show you the back. That's what the back looks like. There's so many photographs in here, just like these that you see here. Every single thing has got a photograph. You know when you get a recipe book and there's like one recipe with a photograph and then there's like two without and you just skip those? Every single thing in here has got a photograph, and I think you're really going to love it. This, in all the chaos of the last 2 years, has come at a good time, let's face it, because without any classes, without any shows, without any demonstrations, without any food festivals, I've really been able to give this everything, to put everything that I am into this book, and that was completely embraced by Ebury, the publishers, which are chosen publishers for people like Ottolenghi and River Cafe and Charlie Mackesy. Really, they're a big deal, and they completely embraced everything I was about. I think you're going to love this, and it's available to pre-order. Obviously, it comes out on May the 5th. You can get it from Amazon. You can get signed copies from Waterstones. And if you're overseas, you can get them delivered for free by Blackwell's. I'll leave the links underneath for you. Deliver it for free to you all over the world, which is pretty wicked, isn't it? So do pre-order your copy. It's, 6 or 7 weeks to go until release. Will fly by probably for you, but for me, every single day, it's long. That's the book. I'm going to leave it there. Let's leave it there. Move on to the next piece of news, which is classes. Over the past couple of years, you'll know I've not done any classes. I did a couple of at-home classes, but I never really brought classes back. And now I have. So I've just done 2 classes, which is the reason I've been quiet online for a little while, because although, you know, there is time to do stuff, classes doesn't take up my entire life. It seemed to take up my entire attention for those 2 classes because it's been so long. Getting them ready, stressing over schedules, and whatnot. I couldn't see anything else around it for a while, which is why I've been quiet on here for so long. But it feels so good to get back to classes, to get in a room full of people and talk about bread. It's really wonderful. And I have realized how much I've missed it. It has taken up a lot of my thoughts because I've been nervous. Because it's been so long, it used to be something I could do with my eyes closed. And it kind of still is something I can do with my eyes closed. I didn't realize that until I actually started. Spent a lot of time before the class worrying and stressing and feeling like it's going to be a disaster and everybody's going to hate it. But actually, it's really lovely. And the response from everybody's been great. Everyone's just been really pleased to be there. And if you're one of those people, thanks for coming and making the first 2 classes really enjoyable for me. Really enjoyable. Thank you. So we haven't had a video for a while, but we did just do that baguette series, and loads of you have been posting your pictures on Instagram of the baguettes that you are making at home, which are amazing, which are really lovely. I said in the video, it is a craft. It is a craft. And the essence of the baguette is in the stone baking, and the essence of the baguette is in that shaping. The pre-shape and the final shape really are the most 2 crucial elements of getting that burst on the top that you want to get, that everybody's hoping for from a homemade baguette, and the crustiness on the outside from stone baking. Loads of you have been smashing it. So well done. If you haven't had a go at that yet, go and take a look. There was a baguette video, and then the following few videos was something to do with the baguette, little bits and bobs to enhance your baguette making experience, if you like, take it to the next level. I hope you enjoyed all that. For all those of you who bought baguette bundles off the back of that video, thank you very much. I hope you love them. I hope they're really, really useful. There's something about loading a baguette in one by one. I understand in your kitchens at home, you've got limited space for equipment. But for me, I like to have different peels for different things. Because it just makes sense. If I can load all my baguettes in the oven on little peels like this, one by one, it's just so much easier to snug them in next to each other than sticking them on a big massive peel, getting them all in at once and hoping for the best. So thank you. Loads of you bought those, and I'm really pleased because I don't think these exist apart from on my website. I know you can buy one as like a baguette flipping board, which I always thought was kind of pointless, but little skinny peels in a set of 4 I think are really helpful for baguettes. I don't think you get them anywhere else. I hope they've been helpful to you. Before we get to the box, oh, it's exciting, isn't it? One more thing is coming to the shop soon. It may be on there already by the time this video goes out, I'm not sure. And it's this, the silicone Bake with Jack sourdough sling, without the holes in the handle that always break, let's face it. This is really cool, isn't this cool? It's a nice little thing for lowering your dough into your Dutch oven and lifting your loaf out of your Dutch oven. It's obviously reusable. And I've been using this since I got the first one, and I find them really helpful. If you're a Dutch oven lover, this might be a little just helpful thing for you to use with your Dutch oven. And so we come to the box. Now here at Bake with Jack Studios, over the years there have been many high-tech ways of storing all your questions. Every question that comes in on an email, on an Instagram DM, in the comments box here, if I don't answer it at the time, I have historically kept them in some sort of digital world on some kind of crazy spreadsheet. But now we've upped the game and found an even better solution, which is this box with a slot in the top. Every time one of your questions comes in, I write it on a yellow Post-it note, and I post it to nobody, obviously, into this box where it lives. So that every once in a while, I'll open the box up, get all your suggestions out, get them out on the table, and organise them in some kind of logical way. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I've got them all here. Here they all are, you see? All here on the table. Every single one of those Post-it notes is one of your suggestions, which allows me now to open up the floor to you. If you've got something you want to add to a Post-it, comment underneath this video and I'll go through all those comments, write them all on Post-its and post them to myself through this box for a future date. And then it will become this channel's mission to answer every single one for the rest of forever. So that's what's been going on here at Bake with Jack Studio for the past few weeks while I've been a little bit absent from the online world. I hope you are well. I hope you continue to get value out of making your own bread at home. I hope amongst all the faff of the world, you are able to carve that little slice of peace for yourself. Because probably when things are getting a bit much, it might seem like bread is an extra additional thing to do on top of everything else. But I feel like when things are getting a bit much, the simple value of kneading some dough for 8 minutes, crafting your own loaf or baguette or whatever it is, increases tenfold. Try not to forget that, and I'll try not to forget that too. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.